Today, Jesus talks about forgiveness, something that is very, very difficult for many people to do. You know, it is very easy to talk about forgiveness, but when you find yourself in a situation where you have to forgive someone, yeah. Because some people, when they hate you, they know where to touch when they want to hate you. They know where to press. And when they hate you like that, you don't see yourself forgiving them. Because the pain is not just for that moment. It is the kind of pain that you live with for the rest of your life. And then Jesus today comes and says, forgive that person. You know. And that is why forgiveness is very difficult for many of us. And today, Jesus gives us a parable of a servant who is indebted with his Lord, with his master, and is forgiven. He's told, no, don't worry, don't pay me anything. I know you've had issues, you've had pressure in life, so I forgive you. Just go. And then that same servant goes and meets a fellow servant who owed him something. We've heard what has happened. He holds him by the throat, wants to kill him. Mpakafi, give me, ulempela mpakafi. And this poor servant couldn't pay his friend, pay back his debt. He throws him into prison. The master hears about it and is not very happy. And he tells him, I forgave you. Couldn't you have done the same to your brother? The conclusion is very striking. I like the way Jesus concludes. He says, so also my heavenly Father will do to every one of you if you do not forgive your brother from your heart. From your heart. If God forgives me of everything that I've done, of all my sins, I should also find it easy to forgive my brother or my sister. But if I don't, then he is going to throw me into prison. In this case, it is not the prison we know. I'll be thrown into hellfire, eternal damnation. That is going to be my fate, because I've failed to practice what I've received from God. God has given me mercy, and I've failed to practice that towards my brother or my sister. But you see, we are human beings, and we have to be real about it. We are human beings, and we can't just easily forgive like that. We all struggle with forgiving someone, especially someone that has hurt you so much. And it is okay to struggle with it. That's what it means to be human. It's okay to struggle with it. We could have the desire to forgive. We could have the will to forgive. I want to make peace with this person. I want to make amends. I want to correct things so that we become friends again. But then I'm struggling with the pain. And when you still feel that pain, that in itself is what makes forgiveness difficult. But first of all, what is important is to have the desire to forgive. It doesn't matter how long it is going to take for you to forgive that person. Do you have the desire? Do you want to forgive this person? If the answer is yes, then you are already on the right path. Continue on that path with that desire. Don't lose the desire. You might meet this person and still feel the pain. It's fine, it's okay. As long as you still have the desire to become friends with this person again. Forgiveness is not an event, it is a process. And you have to be ready to walk that process until you reach a point where you don't feel that pain anymore when you meet the person that hurt you. When you look at them and you don't feel that pain, then you are forgiven indeed. And Jesus is saying, from your heart. Sometimes we forgive from the head. Okay, nakuelewa. No, that is from the head. You can't forgive like that. Forgiveness has to come from the heart, meaning that the pain should have been dealt with. The pain should have been dealt with. That's what it means to forgive from the heart. And that's why it has to be a process. For some people, it takes years, actually. It takes years. It takes years. And you have to be patient with yourself. Even you that hurt that person, you have to be patient with that person. Don't force forgiveness. Njelela, mpaka fye unjelele, njelela. Okay, na aleka. No. Allow the person to feel the pain that you caused on them. Let them feel the pain. Let them feel the hurt. Because that pain is not like a light that you just switch off and then it goes off immediately. No. The pain goes away slowly. It goes away slowly. And finally, when you reach that point where the pain is not there anymore, then we can talk about forgiveness. But in the first place, it is important to have the desire. Do you have the desire to forgive? Jesus, in his response to Peter's question, he's saying, don't put a limit to mercy. Don't put a time frame to mercy, to forgiveness. Don't say, I can forgive 7 times, after that I can't forgive anymore. Then it's not forgiveness that we're talking about. How many times does your Father in heaven forgive you? He does not count. He forgives you as many times as you sin. So if we are going to put a limit, a time frame to our mercy, our forgiveness, then it is not the same thing that we're talking about. It is just something else completely. We don't even know how to name it. Forgiveness, by its very nature, does not have a time frame.